Let's starting. Hi, good
Okay.
morning.
Yes, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
So am I.
Okay, great.
Till now, I am so free. Again, I'm
So,
doing the
are you a
same.
married
I'm
person? Are you
yes,
married?
I'm married. I'm married. I do have a child. Yes,
Okay, I can understand then.
yes, it is
Yes,
quite
big
hectic.
responsibility. I can understand. You to introduce yourself in brief.
Yes, sure. My name is Sunil. I do belong to the city, which is best remembered for its food, for its culture, for its weather, or for its people, for its problems as well. So I am from Delhi, the capital of the capital of India. I'm from Delhi. Talking about my profession, and this is something I really love the most. I do train people. I have been doing it for a long time, and I feel I am bad at everything. But this is something that I feel I am quite good at it. So teaching is my profession. Especially I train people for their communication skills. By doing this, I whatever little knowledge I have, I just impart that knowledge to them. I also learn a lot. In a nutshell, I want to say that I really learn a lot. Talking about my hobby, so that is music. Music, I feel, has really become an integral part of my life. It always sets my mind at rest wherever I am. And I feel that every day I listen to music. I'm overly fond of Punjabi songs. And these days I'm listening to Karan Aujla. And I guess I must have listened to most of his songs. Yes, so that's all about me.
That's great. Mm, That's great.
Hmm,
Amazing. Glad to hear that about your student, about your passion towards English. And you have,
right.
and congratulations for becoming father.
Many thanks. Yes.
Okay, so if I talk about me, so I'm proud of myself because sometimes I just try to face every situation. Now, even now, I'm shaking. Sometimes I feel very nervous because if I'm not having conversational videos for a very long time, then I feel scared. I don't feel confident, but still I face the situation. I face everyone, so I feel proud of myself. Yes, I'm not missing out the opportunities. I'm utilizing, I am facing the problems. So that's why I feel proud of myself, as well as I am just going with the flow because I didn't plan this thing like I will become YouTuber. I will just give the classes. It is just happening because I'm following my heart. I'm just doing
Hmm.
whatever I am into. So that's why I think like there are people who listen to others, who just follow others' path, right? But I'm not that person. I'm not choosing crowd. I'm just going alone whatever I'm
That is
into. So
wonderful.
that's why I feel proud of myself. Yes.
You really speak well. You are so confident. You know what happens? Whenever I come to know, okay, this person speaks well, this person is an eloquent speaker, I don't know why that my heart really pounds that point of time. But when it comes to you, you are so calm, you are so confident. So it demonstrates that you work very hard. This is the
Mm.
game of practice. If you
Yes.
practice enough, you can be confident, you can talk to anyone, right?
They want result as quickly as possible, right? That's why they just search for better method. All the time they just see any video, the fastest way to learn English, they just click on it. They just change your method every week, every month, something. So I don't think that they can be stick to one method. They can't give sometimes because whenever we just apply any new method, if we are um, doing listening practice and reading practice. So we should stick to that for some months. Then we see the result. But when it comes to learner who don't know about learning language, how to learn with consistency, how to follow the right path. Okay, how what is the right approach to learn a language? They don't know. They just simply watch the video and believe, because on social media there are thousands of videos, thousands of opinions.
Yes,
Knowing, knowing what to, like knowing the information is not difficult, but knowing what to ignore is difficult, I think. What do you think?
absolutely. I totally agree with you.
Hmm.
Yes, there are a lot of videos on social media, and we are so moved, and we really want to do the things which are told on those videos, right?
Hmm.
But we must understand that English entails various things. It has grammar, right?
Hmm.
It has word meanings.
Hmm.
It has that intonation, pronunciation, phrases, and different structures. Grammar is not, you cannot learn grammar in a year thoroughly. If
Hmm.
you want to learn all the concepts, there are several concepts in grammar, but
Exactly.
we don't need them. As a
Hmm.
teacher, you might work on all, but as a learner, you don't need to work on all. You just
Yes.
need to understand a few things, and you just need to work on a few things. You
Hmm.
just need to understand what your level is. If you are completely a beginner, don't worry about grammar much. Just
Hmm.
your motto should be to speak English, because the
Yes.
moment you speak, you will come to know, okay, what your mistakes are. If you
Hmm.
are sincere, if you are so particular about your speaking style, you will work on that. Otherwise, you can also speak with a lot of mistakes, with a lot of grammatical errors. You can speak, because you know
Hmm.
what, it is not always about understanding a person. It is about his gestures sometimes. Imagine
Hmm.
if I only speak broken English, if I'm a beginner. Whatever
Hmm.
I want to say, you will understand, because of my
Yes.
feelings, because of the situation, and because of so
Hmm.
many other aspects.
Yes.
Right? But if you go somewhere else, people will understand, okay, this person, because as a teacher, you will understand, as a friend, you will understand.
Hmm.
But if you talk to a stranger, if you talk to somebody you have never ever seen before, you have never ever known before, that person will not understand anything. Or that person might take it the wrong way. Okay, this person wants to say something else.
Hmm.
This is the power of
Exactly.
grammar, right?
Hmm.
If you change he with she, so it will leave a bad impact. If I want to talk about my father, or mistakenly if I say she,
Hmm.
but people say grammar is not important, but it will change the scenario. It will
Hmm.
change the interest, or it will change the impact of that conversation. Imagine
Hmm.
if I am talking about my father and he has been my inspiration, if I am saying something good about him, all of a sudden if I say she, people,
Hmm.
those who are listening to me so curiously, so attentively, they will say, what is that? Where this she thing came from?
Yeah. They will think there is a girl in this story.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, it will disturb that motivation. It is going
Hmm.
to disturb that particular conversation. Imagine if somebody is completely immersed in that, when that person comes to know she, where that she thing came from. So this is
Hmm.
the thing. That's why grammar
Yes.
is important, but again, it is up to you how you see it.
Hmm.
Hmm.
If you analyzes, it paralyzes, I think. So I think basic grammar is important.
That is wonderful.
Basic
That is so
basic
amazing. Hmm.
grammar is important, I think. When it comes to,
Yeah.
like, we should understand the pattern of the sentence. That is important.
Hmm.
If we know the pattern,
So true.
then it will be easier to improve grammar. Without, we will not, the people will not make much mistakes if they know the pattern. So that's why I always highlight, like, read more, listen more, and watch movies, do shadowing, listen to song, immerse yourself completely in English language. That would be useful. If you go into grammar, what happened, I also learned grammar. Earlier I was into grammar because I wanted to sound perfect in English. Before speaking, I wanted perfectness. I was like, I can say myself meticulous. I can call myself, because I wanted to sound perfect. I learned everything, conditional sentences, everything. I took coaching of grammar. But after taking, when I started speaking, again, I started to make mistake grammar. I used to make grammar mistake. I thought, why am I making mistakes in speaking if I have learned? Because speaking is completely different, right? So that's why I thought like I should focus on practicing speaking more than just learning grammar, more like instead of mugging up the grammar's rules, because it will waste of my time completely.
Yes, I can tell you that why mistakes would certainly happen. Whatever you do, you
Hmm.
would certainly make mistakes. So you can't
Yes.
run away from mistakes. What you can do is you can mitigate your mistakes. This is what you can do. If you are
Yes.
making 10 mistakes, you can decrease them to
Hmm.
2, 3, 5, like this, you can work. Because being
Yeah.
a teacher, I make
I've
mistakes.
started this.
And
I've started this earlier. I wasn't doing because earlier it was I was beginner that time. It has been 2 years. I was beginner. I was just completely focusing in speaking practice, and I didn't have that. I have to focus, but balance is important. If you make five mistakes, suppose you're speaking, you make five six mistakes while speaking, so you must know one you should have one correction. Okay, one correction, like where are you making mistakes. Slowly, gradually you will start to improve yourself, your grammar, while practicing speaking you will improve yourself. But if you focus on every mistakes while speaking, it will just paralyze relax you. I think it will make
right,
you feel very, you will feel like giving up, I think.
it happens. Yes, it happens
Yes.
that most of the time learners feel like giving up. Even once I
Hmm.
also thought of it that I really wanted to give up, but I did
Hmm.
not because I knew losers would choose this particular thing, and I was
Hmm.
not a loser. I was a winner, I guess, and that's how
Yeah.
I won this particular thing.
Yeah.
And I also want to add one thing that whenever we learn anything like this, if today you are taking grammar lessons, the very next day you will apply them. It
Yes.
is not true. Like this, you will find this grammar concepts, or sorry, this grammar concept or this grammar thing
Hmm.
mundane. You will feel it's so boring because the same
Yes.
day you don't practice. If you
Yeah.
practice, you are going to forget so many things.
Yeah.
Why you leave it for the next day? You should do it right there and do it only for 5 minutes or for 10 minutes. So
Hmm.
the number of mistakes will not be that much.
Yes.
They could be
Exactly.
fewer if you practice because you will come to know and you will know, oh, with could I should not use the second form. I should use the base form.
Yeah.
And it will
It
only
is like
happen because
muscle
your teacher
memory.
would
You practice your muscle memory
absolutely
when you speaking practice.
yes, and it also goes in your subconscious mind.
Exactly. Yes. This
Sometimes,
is
you know,
what matter
hmm,
in speaking practice if you want faster result.
yes, speaking is a must. I often say that.
Hmm.
Whenever I speak, most of the time I am underconfident.
Hmm.
But I have experienced it. Sometimes my structure really falls into the place. It is because of the practice. I really want to
Hmm.
say something. That's why I take pauses. There could be a few fillers while speaking. But
Hmm.
I usually prefer speaking correct English as
Yeah.
much as I can. I'm not saying I'm correct
I
all the
have the
time, but
same experience.
90%.
Earlier, I
Hmm.
would practice speaking. I would practice speaking, and my friend would say like, "How can you sound so good? You sounds very good when you speak. When you speak in English." They would also practice with me, and they said like, "You improved a lot." And I noticed this thing like, how did I improve? I questioned this to myself like, how did I improve too very fast? I didn't focus too much in watching movies. People say start watch movies, listen more, and read more. I would read. I can say I would read earlier. I would read stories, but I didn't focus on buying new books every month to improve like something. But I focus in speaking practice. I would open the camera. I would speak fearlessly. I didn't think of anything like I will make mistakes fearlessly. Whatever is coming in my mind, I would say fearlessly. And I saw a very good result in myself. And my friends also saw that result. And I think, yes, as you said, like when you practice speaking, it trains your muscle memory and it goes into your subconscious mind, I think. And that is important if you want to improve your speaking.
Yes, so true. And it is completely visible in your speaking that you are so confident and you are also speaking good English.
Yeah.
And you know what? Way back, I was reading a novel. I read this beautiful phrase,
Hmm.
this beautiful idiom, that is that proverb, I must say that different different strokes, different folks. It means what you like, what will work for you, it might not work for others. As you
Yeah.
said that watching a movie, sometimes people find it really conducive,
Hmm.
and it is really conducive for them. They learn a lot by watching a movie. But when
Hmm.
you do that, you might not like it. You feel that why people always insist on watching a movie
Hmm.
because it is not working for me.
Hmm.
I would like to share an anecdote. I used to have a few students. So one of them said that I read two or three novels and I did not improve a single thing in me because
I didn't
it
say
is
that. I meant something else. I said like I was practicing. I would watch some. I would watch English podcast, and I used to read books. I used to do everything, but my focus was in speaking. Okay, I would my top priority was speaking. That was something really helped me a lot. So I highlight speaking more because you trains your muscle memory. Okay, and this is what matter. Earlier I had mother tongue influence. I would sound like a Hindi Indian person. Like everyone would say, like, "Are you Indian?" I can see mother tongue influence in you. Like when you sound certain, there are some vowels I would mispronounce them because I had that problem. But after practicing speaking, I saw that I am improving that as well because my friend helped me. He told me like where are you making mistake. He told my mistake and then I worked on it by speaking more. So I think your top priority should be speaking. I that other parts are important, like other pillars, like listening, reading, writing. They are important. They are part of the journey. But your top priority should be speaking.
yes, it's so true.
Yes.
And in general, I'm saying that people say this that you should read if you want to enrich your communication skills. You
Hmm.
should write something or you should listen to English content.
Hmm.
Speaking is a must. Without speaking, you cannot be a good speaker.
Yeah,
Speaking
exactly.
will come by speaking. Yes, so you
Yes.
have to speak as much as you can. So this is what I'm saying. So I shared that experience with you. I had a
Hmm.
student. She said
Hmm.
she was recommended to read books, but she did not find any changes because, as you rightly mentioned initially, there is a pattern. We have to understand the pattern,
Hmm.
and we
Exactly.
we should we should find out our own methods sometimes. It is not like,
Exactly.
okay, Sunil will say something, I will only follow. If Sunil says go for shadowing, only shadowing will work for me. If Sunil says go for reading, only reading will work for me. It is not
Hmm.
like that. Find your own interest. You have to find
Hmm.
out the ways
You
on
should
your own.
know what works for you, right? You should know that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hmm. So that's how you can improve. Yes.
Yes, I also think the same. Like I have this experience because it has been more than 2 years in this journey, and I think what is more important is speaking more important because it builds up your confidence when you speak with anyone. So when it comes to grammar, you said grammar is important. Yes, it's important. Basic is important. When it comes to like I talk about, there are four plus: listening, reading, writing, speaking, something. So your top priority should be speaking. When it comes to other parts, you should consume comprehensible input. Comprehensible input, right? If you understand everything in English, it will goes into your subconscious mind. Then you will gradually start to use that. But you should have enough practice. You should have enough speaking practice. Then you can use.
Yes. So in a nutshell, practice is really very important. One more thing I would like
Yes,
to accentuate here is that you should listen to your heart. You should do what you interestingly enjoy doing. If you
hmm.
enjoy doing reading, do that. If you enjoy watching movies, do that. If you
Yeah,
enjoy writing, some people are very good at writing. They articulate their thoughts with the help
yes,
of a pen. So that is really wonderful. And take a break, take a breather, and don't have a particular deadline. Okay, today I will only practice English
Hmm.
for an hour. One
Hmm.
more thing I tell my students that I am so frank with them. Whether they join my classes, whether I am giving a demo, I clearly tell them, you will not find any laziness from my end. I will always be full of vitality while teaching. I'll be super happy to teach you, but only an hour would not help you improve your communication skills.
Yes.
The real journey will begin after the class, because whatever I'm going to teach you, you have to apply in your day-to-day life. If you are able
Exactly.
to apply in your day-to-day life, you will see the improvement. And you need to check your knowledge. How? You have to talk to people who are way better than you, way more better than you.
Yes.
People,
Exactly.
yes, and you have to check that knowledge after listening to the right content. You should listen to the right content. You should watch the right content. You
Hmm.
will come to know if Sunil is teaching right or wrong. Because the
Hmm.
words I give you, the pronunciation I tell you, whether it is right or wrong, the
Hmm.
structures I'm teaching you, it is whether it is right or wrong, you how you will come to know. Because I can
Hmm.
befool you, you know nothing.
Yeah. Exactly.
But when you watch the right content, when you watch English content, then you come to know, okay, this is always pronounced era, not era. You will
Hmm.
come to know that.
Hmm.
So you will say, yes, my teacher is good, that I am really in right hands. People don't do that. They just completely rely on you.
Hmm.
They want you to do something